Cobra Kai never dies. Cobra Kai, Netflix's greatest show, 2018 to 2025. You will be greatly missed. Thank you for blessing Netflix and our TV screens over the past 7 years. Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3, the final 5 episodes of my all-time favorite Netflix show. After all of the build-up, we are here. So yeah, let's get into the first major TV event of 2025. And a special shout out to my good pal Frozen Wish Studios, because his review is the best review of this season on YouTube. So Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 3 tells the story taking place after the events of Season 6 Part 2, where after the Saikai Taikai ended in such a tragedy with Quam's untimely death. And everybody is trying to move on and not make the Saitai Kai Kai happen again after that. Only Terry Silver manipulates the judge into bringing the Saikai Taikai back as he's dying of cancer, and thus the Saikai Taikai continues as all of the senseis agree to give it one last shot. Without disrespecting Quam's memory, but everybody's character arc comes full circle as Sam agrees to not fight in the final round at the Saikai Taikai, so Miyoki-Do sits out, and Sam helps Turi train for her rematch with Zara. Johnny and Carmen's beautiful daughter is finally born, and Johnny gets to bring Cobra Kai back and kick the Iron Dragon's sensei's ass. Even Kreese gets some redemption, and and Cobra Kai comes back in a better way. All I have to say is OMG, this show never ceases to blow me away, and Season 6 Part 3 is the single greatest finale to a TV show since Race to the Edge of Season 6 back in 2018. I can't stop thinking about how unspeakably perfect this conclusion is, regardless of whether or not you had your gripes with a Season 6 Part 1 and 2. But I'm with Sean Chandler that Part 3 is a step up from both Part 1 and 2. These final 5 episodes were not entirely all focused on the badass karate fights, but rather on the characters and the character's closure. And the emotion in this part is so raw as you're saying goodbye to these characters that we've spent 7 years with, that you're going to need boxes of tissues to get through this emotional roller coaster of a finale. And each episode is pretty long. I mean, I think the final episode is close to an hour long, and I freaking love that. A longer finale, the merrier. Part 3 has balls of steels, and there were things I did not see coming and did not expect, even more so than the cliffhanger of Part 2. And we may not quite get an all-out brawl like we did in the climax of Part 2, but the Saikai Taikai fights are here were the most epic they've ever been, and the stakes could not be any higher, as this is really the final round, and everything is riding on the victory for our characters. And Sam, bless her, applaud Sam's decision for stepping out of the fight, and that was such a noble decision of her, and how Daniel was so beyond proud of her. I mean, she is not the same Sam as she was when the show first started out. Sam becoming Turi's like sensei or mentor and encouraging Turi to face Zara again, and then and that brings a Sam and Turi's rivalry slash friendship full circle in the most beautiful way. Yeah, Sam and Turi are still the Ruri and Paris of Cobra Kai, and Sam going off to college and saying one last goodbye to her family are most beautiful goodbye in a TV show I've ever seen. Turi give Peace and List the Best Actress TV award, every single one of them in all the award shows. Totally smashed us on the mat. So when she kicks Zara's tooth out in their rematch was my favorite fight of part three. Welcome to the valley, bitch. And even Axel finally got a fitting just dessert for accidentally killing Quan, and even though he sadly broke Robbie's leg in their fight, it was so sweet that all of Robbie's family were comforting him and reassured him he was still awesome. And Miguel at least got to avenge Robbie and finally got his moment when he was the one to bring Axel down. Because Miguel has lost several times now, so it's great we finally got to see him win. And Johnny's character arc, was was well could not have been more perfectly wrapped up, as Johnny was the one that brought back Cobra Kai to begin with in season one, and he's done with Eagle Fang. He's now back to straight up Cobra Kai and becomes a better sensei for it than Kreese ever could be, and and seeing Johnny and Cartman's daughter born and Miguel and Robbie's sister, it truly melts your heart as uh, now it's so poetic that now Daniel and Johnny both have a daughter and a son, bringing the two families closer together. Even Miguel's grandmother and Cartman's mama, she was in the audience cheering Miguel on, saying kick Axel's ass, and so was Amanda when she was wearing Karate war paint on and was finally uh, and was cheering Robbie on to kick some ass. I mean, wow, that shows that's awesome character progression for Amanda, because she was initially against karate in the earlier seasons, but now she's more open to it, uh, and Johnny naming his daughter after his mum, that was particularly special, and yeah, I can't tell you how much I wanted Johnny to punch every single tooth out of the evil Iron Dragon's sensei, especially after he was uh, telling Johnny that when he was done with Johnny, everybody would call his daughter a loser like her father. Oh, just fuck that guy for abusing his and beating his students, and fuck that guy for saying that about Johnny and for coming after Johnny's daughter. But thankfully, Johnny did overpower him and beat the seven bells out of him on the mat. So fought for that, and holy fuck, Kreese's and Terry Silver's ending and deaths something, was a moment that left me speechless. Holy shit, when Kreese and Terry fight on the boat in the middle of the ocean, and then Kreese chucks his cigar at the gasoline and kaboom, and blows the boat to shit in the most astonishing explosion ever seen on a fictional TV show. That blew my socks off. Yeah, even Kim, she finally got to give her grandfather what for. She'd finally had enough of him being this cold-harder sensei who did nothing but punish his students. Yes, so glad he also got a comeuppance. So 3 character deaths in this season alone, or at least part 3. So yeah, season 6 is yeah is hands down the darkest season. Danny even got a spiritual moment with Mr. Miyoki, where the two of them were taking out skeletons together in Daniel's backyard. It was Mr. Miyoki in spirit form advising him that Sam doesn't necessarily need to fight to have proven herself or to have won. And it's as poignant a moment as Simba speaking with Mufasa's ghost. And yes, something happened that I was begging this show to do. Yasmin and Dimitri reconcile and repair their relationship as Yasmin finally forgives him for cheating on her in Barcelona. And she was dressed in all pink and looking as uh, gorgeous as Barbie, and Dimitri was like, "Oh, the fight's about to begin. We'll miss all the action." But she responds, "No, we won't." Wow, Dimitri, you lucky bastard! If I had to pick between making out with Yasmin or watching the Saikai Taigai, there's no choice. I'd take making out with Yasmin in a heartbeat. And seeing Danny become Johnny's sensei, that's shows how much closer Johnny and Danny have become, and how uh, even Daniel is willing to admit that Cobra Kai has not always been bad. Even Devon got to return to see a Johnny's final match, which I love because Johnny has been like a father to her, and Chosen did follow his heart and got and returned to Kim when she became sensei of her grandfather's dojo after a little encouragement from a from a fortune teller, and Johnny restoring Cobra Kai to what it should be, telling his students to not be too nice or the world will walk over you, but to not be a dick at the same time, like Kreese was. And he told his students that the words are "strike first, strike hard, no mercy." The Cobra Kai's signature quote has a different meaning to what you would think. Cobra Kai season 6, part 3, uh, uh, exceeded my impossibly high expectations in every single way, and yeah, I could not be happier with it. And this kick-started off 2025 television with a significant bang, as yeah, 2025 promises to be a significant year for TV with Wednesday season 2, The Last of Us season 2, and of course this. I give Cobra Kai season 6 part 3. It was inevitable. 5 freaking stars out of 5. Best TV show ever. Well, we can weep because there's no more Cobra Kai. But on the bright side, at least Karate Kids Legends, the upcoming movie, should satisfy our Cobra Kai craving. And I pray that, well, SpongeBob Someday gets as great a definitive, absolute final finale like this. Oh, well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Cobra Kai season 6, part 3? Was it the grand finale that you hoped? Please comments and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time, where I've still got the Harry Awards to continue, as well as a certain recent trailer to rant on. I think you know what that is. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.